I have 5 days left until the college application deadline, and I haven't even filled out common application yet, you might say. Well, congratulations, you've officially failed. I'm just kidding. A lot of international students face this similar issue. Well, that's why I'm here. My name is Abdullah and I'm a student at the University of Toronto, and I'm here to help you guys out with the common application today. Without further ado, let's get started. First of all, we start with the browser, like the main thing. So you open up your Google browser or any browser that you use and you type in Common App. Oops, here you go. So the link for Common App is, you can just type in the name commonapp.org. So if you go into this website, you can see this picture, and it's been there for like years. So we start with creating an account for yourself. We assume that you haven't even started your college application or your Common App. So we start from the scratch. You press create an account in the website and you press first year student. And here we type in our email, which is, I'll type in my own email. Well, here you go. And I will retype the same email. So we create a password here. Make sure it meets the requirements for a common application here. And I put my own password, which best describes you. So for this, we select applying as a first year student and plan to start college in 2024 or 2025, because we are applying for 2024-2025 college application cycle. So we go down and we put our name, and the second question is, would you like to share a different first name that people call you? So this might be very common for international students because a lot of them change their names. So if you have changed your name at some point in your life, please do not forget to put it here, because we'll face the same question later on in our video. So yeah, don't forget. So for me, I didn't change my name and my surname. For the date of birth, just gonna put a random, I don't know, just a random number here. My phone number, for the phone number, you put your own phone number. I put a random phone number here, which is an international phone number, okay? And we're done. So for the privacy, if you read this question, are you currently based in European Union country, island? Like if you live there, then just press yes. But in my case, I'm not, like, I don't live in Norway or anywhere from the list. So would you like to receive communications from Common App about opportunities and resources? I press yes, because I would like to receive any. And I press, by checking this box, I agree to the terms. Of course, I agree with the terms and everything, because I can't create my account without this, and it's a required question. So, and we press create an account. Oh my God, sorry. Oh yeah, so we forgot to put our address. Sorry for that, everyone. Yeah, we put the address here, and then in your case, you press create an account. So once you press this button, it will get you to the dashboard. Okay, so now I've logged into my account, and this is the dashboard. This is how it looks like, okay? And the most important section that we need for today is Common App, this section, okay? And yeah, so we go to Common App, and as you see, there are not a lot of sections that we need to fill out. So we first start with the profile section, which is this. And so for the first name, you put your first name. Of course, you do know your first name. If you don't, I just don't know. Would you like to share a different first name and that people call you? As I said before, if you have changed your name before, please do not forget to put it here, because there might be some issues in your documents. For example, you got your transcript from your 8th grade, which you changed your name was Talib, and the second name was Abdullah, and you changed your name, so they don't know, right? They think that it's a different person. So make sure you put it here if you've changed your name, and then we go down, you put your last name. If you have a middle name, you put your middle name here. And yeah, so suffix, if you have a suffix like zeroed or anything like that, so make sure to put it here. Do you have any materials under a formal legal name? If you do, I would not recommend putting it here because it's an extra work. It will be an extra work for the future, in the future, okay? Do you have any materials under a former legal name? We put no. So I put a random date of birth here, 2007, which is the year that you probably were born because you're applying as a first-year student. So we press continue and then we go to address. I'll put like a random address here. Okay. So I press continue and this is my address, and if you have any alternate address, for example your mailing address might be different, right? This applies for local students, but yeah, anyways. So you press no alternate address, we press continue, and then the contact details. For the contact details you put your mobile phone number, alternate phone number. I would not recommend putting another one because yeah, it's just the extra work. So we press continue again. So here you put your gender. My gender is male, I'm a male. And legal, your legal sex, you put male or female. And whatever your pronouns are. If you worked in U.S. Armed Force, then you put here, you put currently serving, previously served, or anything that applies from here, okay? We move on. Are you Hispanic or Latino? No. I put my own race. If you are Hispanic or Latino, please make sure to put it here. Regardless of your answer to the previous question, please indicate how you identify yourself. If you are from Uzbekistan, it might be a bit confusing. So some people put Caucasian, some people put Uzbek, but I generally recommend putting Uzbek because it's less confusing and Caucasians are a bit different from us. So make sure to put Uzbek, okay? Or Caucasian, like it really, like it's just a matter of preference. So you press continue, a number of languages you're proficient at, you put in the number of languages you're proficient at. For example, I speak Uzbek, I speak English, and I speak Russian. So I put 3 languages here, okay? And yeah, so once you're done, so here you have to select what does, like, language proficiency, right? The levels. For example, if you're proficient, if you speak, if that's your first language, for example, for me, the Uzbek was first language. So I put first language here, okay? English, I speak, I read, I write, but it's not spoken at home because my parents are Uzbek too. And then we press continue again, whatever. Geography and nationality, birth country, region, territory, Uzbekistan. I put my city. I put number of years you've lived in the United States. I've lived 0 years in the United States. I haven't been to US, so I have put 0, okay? Select your citizenship status, citizen of non-US country, and list countries of citizenship. So here you press this and you press whatever country that applies to you. It might be Afghanistan, it might be Uzbekistan, Pakistan, India, whatever country that applies to you, okay? So I put Uzbekistan here. Do you currently have hold a valid US visa? No, because you probably don't hold a valid US visa. You haven't been to the US before. So we put no here. Do you intend to apply for a new or a different US visa? Here we put yes. We put yes, okay? And then this will appear. So once you press this, you will have these options. So of course we'll select F1 student visa because F1 is a student visa, okay? We press continue. And comment at fee waiver. The most important part, everyone. Whoever wants to apply for universities for free, please pay attention. Comment at fee waiver. In order to get a fee waiver, you need to sign this, okay? Do you meet one or more of the comment at fee waiver eligibility criteria? Yes, because we're poor and we want to apply for university for free. And we put yes here. Fee waiver signature, most people get confused here. So for the signature, you put your own name and your surname. And yeah, so we go down. Would you like to connect with Ustrive? You can just skip this question if you want to, but I just prefer putting yes here. So it's not a mandatory question, so you can just put yes or no. Your parents, okay, so now we're done with the profile section. The second section, it's called family, okay? So now we're filling out the information about our family. Parents' marital status, whether they're married or, I don't know, they're separated, divorced, never married, widowed, whatever that applies to you, okay? So I put married, both parents. Do you have any children? I don't have any children, so I put no. Okay, if you have children, then you put yes, which you probably don't. But if you have, just put it in the comments. I really want to talk to you. Okay, so we press continue. We go to parent 1, we put father. Now we first want to fill out information for our parents, for our parent, which is my dad. So I put his prefix, is parent 1 living? Yes, he is living. And prefix, for the prefix I put Mr., my dad's name, my dad's surname. Suffixes, we don't have suffix. Former, he doesn't have any former. This is my email, I put my own email. Here in this section, I do really recommend putting your dad's email. If your dad doesn't use email, please create one, because it does not look professional. For example, here I put my own email to my dad's email, which reflects my name and my surname, and it does not look professional. Please create one email for your dad and your mom, so that in the future they may also be able to use it for YouTube or anything like that. Just make sure to create one, okay? So now we go to phone number, mobile. You put mobile, their mobile phone number, their occupation. He's a business executive. I put employment status. He's employed. He's still working, and not employed at a college or a university. So is parent currently employed by or retired from college or university? So if he's working for a university, then you put yes. So currently employed at a college or university, okay? Retired, or if he's retired and he worked at a university, you put retired from a college or university, okay? For my case, he never worked at the university, so I put no. Name of a current employer, so his boss name. Graduated from college, university, 1. The number of institutions attended, number of bachelors, 2006. So I put the bachelor's and all the information for my dad for his university. And then for the next thing is my mom, so I fill in all the same, like the questions are all the same. I put all the information for my mom exactly how I did to my dad. So I press continue, right? And the next section is for your siblings. What are siblings? Who are they? Your siblings are your sisters, your brothers, okay? So please specify the number of siblings you have. I'll just put 1, just a random number. So I'll put my 1, my sibling, and I fill in the information, his first name, his last name, and his age. And I press continue. And the most important part, the education part, everyone, please pay attention to this part, okay? You get this button and you press this, and you find your school from here. I do understand a lot of students don't get their schools, so what do you do in that case? So for example, you study at 126 school, right? And you didn't find your school from here. So you press, I don't see my high school in this list. You press continue, and you start entering the information. Here, school type, if it's a public school, which is most probably it is. If it's a home school, if it's a religious school, independent school, whatever. So we put public school. We put the address, which is random address. I put it here, whatever it is. I'll just fill in the information, the city, the state or province, the postal code, all the information. I just put it in, okay? I'm just randomly putting it in. So you have to put your own school's information. So make sure not to skip this part. Date of entry, the date that you started school in this, like the school that you indicated here, 126. So you put this information here. If that's a boarding school, the boarding school is the school which people stay, like in the dormitory, okay? Like they sleep there. So you press yes if it was a boarding school. If it was not, you press no. Or will you graduate from this school? You press yes or no. Well, if that's your most recent school, which it should be, you press yes, because you will be graduating from that school, okay? And graduation date, most probably it's May 2023, but if it's not, please change the date. No change in progression, you put no change in progression if you didn't take a gap year or anything like that, if you're still studying there, okay? So if you take a gap year, or if you did take a gap year, you put it here, did or will graduate early, or did or will take time off, did or will take a gap year, okay? So if you took a gap year, if you haven't got accepted to university last year and you're reapplying again, then you press this button, okay? Then once you press this button, this little box will appear, and what should you write to this? Like what should you do with this box, right? So please use the space below to provide the details about the change in progressions through secondary high school that you indicated above. So here you basically have to indicate the reason why you took a gap year. Why did you take a gap year? Like, what did you do during the gap year? What have you accomplished so far? Okay, so it shouldn't be a big essay. It should be like a small explanation showing the reasons why did you skip university for the first, like after you graduated, okay? We press continue. And if you have attended any secondary high school not listed in the previous section, please indicate the number of schools. If you have changed your high school, especially 9th, 10th, 11th grade, if you have changed your school during that period, please indicate it here. So I put 1, just as an example. Let's say like I changed my high school, right? So I put 1 here, and then I press find a school. The same process that we did with the first school, the most recent school. So I put 126 school, and I don't see it, of course, here, and I press I don't see it. You press continue. Oh, sorry. You press continue, and then you put in the information here, okay? And you press continue, and it will show up here. So for now, for the time's sake, we're not gonna do it. So you basically know what to write here, okay? Secondary high school from date. From which date did you start studying at that school? The one that you changed before, the one that you studied before, okay? And the secondary high school to date, like until which date have you studied there? So you put in the dates, and then please provide the details about why you left each of the above secondary high schools. Basically what it's asking is, why did you leave your school? Why did you leave your high school? So you just have to present reasons on why did you leave your school. So what I would recommend putting here is basically, I put my location as an example, like as a reason, right? So I said my school was very far away, and it took me like 3 hours of commute, and then I decided to change it. And the second reason might be the educational level. For example, the second school that I changed, like the high school that I changed to, was better in terms of education, and it was really suitable for me, okay? You might indicate these reasons, and these are logical reasons, okay? So we press continue. We say, if you have ever taken course at college or university, please indicate the number of colleges. So this applies for students who did foundation years anywhere, like at university. So I know some people, quite some people who took foundation year at some universities. So if you did so, please indicate it here. You press 1 here, and then summer program, if you did, or credit awarded directly by college, you probably got awarded a credit. So you just put it here. College from, college to date, the same thing. Degree earned, you didn't earn any degree, you can just skip this part, okay? You press continue. And graduating class size. Graduating class size. What is this? Graduating class size. Graduating class size is basically the thing, like the number of students who are graduating this year. Let me explain it like in a simple way. So you have 2 11th graders in your school, right? And each class has 20 students. So your graduation class size will be 40, right? So how do you know that number? How can you find out about this number? So you basically ask your school counselor about this number, okay? So you put in this number. So class rank reporting. If you're from Central Asia, you probably don't have any class rank. So you put none here. If you do have class reporting, if you're from Pakistan or anywhere like that, just indicate it there. GPA scale reporting. In Uzbekistan, we do have like numbers, like we report GPAs by numbers, and this is the maximum that you can get, which is 5. Your cumulative GPA. So for the cumulative GPA, that's a different topic. So if you guys want me to cover how to calculate your cumulative GPA, please leave a comment under this video. GPA weighting. So most of the times in Central Asia, it's unweighted GPA. So you put unweighted GPA. Press continue. So these are the courses. The most important part, the most tiring part, in fact, because it's going to take a lot of your time. So please select the courses scheduling system your institution is using. So the maximum you can get is 15. Don't worry about it. If you are taking 20 courses or 16 courses, just include whatever that fits here, okay? Like 15 courses. So you put please select the course scheduling system your institution is using, yearly, quarterly, 3 semester. Though most of the time it's quarterly. So, but I really recommend putting semester because it's really easy for you to report it, okay? Or to report your transcript. So course subject, you put algebra. Course name. For the course name, please pay attention. For the course name, you put whatever that is in your transcript, or what we call tabel. Whatever that is in your tabel or your diploma, you put it here. The name, whatever it's written. For some, it might be written like algebra something, right? So the same with your transcript. Course level, regular, standard. Most of the times, if it's rigorous school, then you put whatever. So advanced, accelerated, advanced. If you took AP courses, then you put your APs here. Course schedule, full year. If you took it for full year, then you put it full year. If not, you can just delete this and put whatever the amount, like whatever that applies to you. Okay, so the next section is honors section. Honors list. What is honors list? Honors are basically the Olympiads, the things that you did academically. Academic performance, basically, right? So if you went to Olympiads or anything like that, you just make sure to put it here. So I put my first honors here on Thailand International Olympiad. I went there on when I was 10th grade. Level of recognition, it was International Olympiad, so I put international. So you do the same for 5 activities. Make sure to include 5 because most of your competitors will include 5, and don't leave it blank, please. So we press continue and then indicate the number of community programs or organizations that have provided you with the assistance in your application process. So community-based organizations are basically, so I did get help from community-based organization, which is Education USA Uzbekistan, and I have indicated a couple of people's contacts there. And then I remember one university, Lycoming College, has contacted that person and they asked about my personality and all of that information about me, okay? So if you have participated in like anything that involves like a community, or if you have gotten any assistance from public, then you put it here. So for me, it worked out. I did get like so if we search up education, here you go, Education USA, okay? And you put in the persons or your mentors information here, then you press continue. Future plans. For the future plans, what I do really recommend putting here is master's degree, highest degree you intend to earn, because it shows interest and it shows enthusiasm towards university and education. So please make sure to put master's or anything, bachelor's, that applies for you, okay? Applying as a first year student and plan to start college, especially just like before. Career interest, you want to do business or you want to do economics or anything, you put it from, you select from here, drop down menu, press continue, and you go to testing. The most important part, the half of your life that you spent doing your SAT, doing your IELTS, please make sure to include it here. So in addition to sending your official scoreboard or whatever, Cambridge TOEFL, academic IELTS, and Duolingo English test, would you like to send them? And you say yes, of course, because I have 9 IELTS and 1600 SAT, right? Hopefully. So we press yes here, and then we press whatever the test that applies for us. You can find IELTS exam here, and if you took Duolingo, you can also include it here too. International applicants is a promotion within your educational system based upon standards, secondaries. Okay, so they're asking about leaving examinations. What is leaving examination? That is your final exam that you get after you graduate school, right? In May. So you press yes here because we do have leaving examinations, which is, the number was 5, I guess. like 5 leaving examinations. You press continue. Number of pass scores you wish to report. If you wish to report your SAT pass score, like whatever your SAT score is, you press 1 and you put in your like the dates, like the information about your SAT score. Okay, we will skip this for the sake of time. Just like the same with the IELTS, you put the highest listening score, you put the reading score and all of that, and you press continue. And the most important part here is senior secondary leaving examinations. So the number of senior secondary leaving examinations that we take in Uzbekistan is 5, but for you it might be different. Please make sure to check it and ask your school counselor for that. Date taken May 2023, examination board, other specify other examination boards. So here for the examination board, most people get confused. So we put Ministry of Education, Ministry of Education. And the academic subject, which is algebra, we take leaving examinations from algebra, so we put algebra here, okay? Score, you put the score, the predicted score, of course, and you indicate it here. You say predicted score because you didn't take the test yet, and the test is on May, right? Okay. So we have covered the test so far, and we press continue. The activities list. Do you have any activities that you wish to report? Of course. That's all about your extracurricular activities, right? It's all you did during the summer. Basically, you press yes, and there are 10 options that you need to fill in. So basically, the first one would be debate and speech. Like this is an example from my end. So delegate, I participate in a team MB1 conference. I can put whatever the description it is. But make sure you pay attention to this number, 150. This is a limit for the Common App, okay? So you press this, and then participation grade levels 11, 12, postgraduate. So I participated in 11th grade and 12th grade. Timing of participation all year. So I participated all year. Hours spent per week 19, weeks spent per year 12. I intend to participate in a similar activity in a college. If you want to participate in a similar activity at a college, yes, you put yes or no. So you do the same 10 times for your activities, and you press continue. Writing. Okay, so now we moved on to the writing section, the most important part. Your personal statement will be here, which is the most important essay that you will encounter in your life, I would say. That's a life-changing essay, right? So here you go. So you press I understand, and here you can see 7 options, 7 essay prompts. You choose whatever that applies to you, and if you want to get a lesson or a class on my YouTube channel about personal statement, please leave a comment. So you press whatever that applies to you, you type in your personal statement here, and then you press continue. And the writing, additional information section, and the most important part. Okay, do you wish to share anything on this topic? You press, so here, what is it asking about? It's asking about COVID-19, right? It's been in 2019, and it's almost been like 5 years, and you don't want to include anything regarding COVID-19 because it's in the past and it's been a long time. So even if you want to, please do not indicate anything here. It's going to be very cliche, and like it's going to sound very bad in your application. So do you wish to provide detail of circumstances, qualification not reflected in your application? You press yes. And what do you include here? What do you include here? So my suggestion would be putting an education, like explanation for the educational system. For example, in the US, as you know, the education, like the high school lasts until 12th grade, right? But in Uzbekistan, in our country especially, that lasts 11 years. So what do? We put in the explanation here in additional information section, saying that just as a note for the college admissions, just as a reminder that we are international students and our educational system is 11 years, like that lasts 11 years. So what do we include? We say the admissions counselor, the educational system in Uzbekistan is 11 until 11th grade, and the US educational system is 12th grade. So in my application, if I say 11th grade, please take it as a 12th grade, like count it as a 12th grade, okay? So like this is the brief explanation. Basically, you have to write a small essay for that, make sure to make it really good. And you press continue, and the courses and grades. This will appear once we go to dashboard. So we're done with the Common App. Finally, everyone, finally, we're done with the Common App, and now we're moving to dashboard. Right? We're moving to dashboard. So if you press dashboard, you can see welcome Talib, your name, and in this dashboard, we need to add some universities. This is basically this will be your university list. And how do we add universities, you might ask? And we press college search for that. So I want to apply for Harvard. Let's say Harvard College, Harvard University. Press add Harvard University, and if you go to dashboard, you can see Harvard University. Oops, yeah. Sorry, yeah, Harvard University. So whatever you add from college search, you have 20 universities. You have a limit, right? Limit of 20 universities. So make sure to select them properly, like logically. And what do we do next? Most students forget to press this and fill out the questionnaire, like the little form that Harvard asks from students. And that's the place where you get your supplemental essays. You might ask, where do I get the supplemental essay, Abdullah? And here is the proper section, like the section that they ask for your supplemental essay. So you answer these questions: preferred start term, a preferred admissions plan, restrictive early action, regular decision. Restrictive early action is, as you know, it's like restrictive basically means early decision. So if you decide to apply for early decision, then you put restrictive early action. Preferred residence during your first year on campus. If you're an international student, you might want to live on campus, right? Do you intend to apply for need-based financial aid? You press yes. Of course, we need a scholarship from Harvard, right? And then, do you intend to submit a supplementary media materials? I do really recommend putting supplementary materials because it shows extra interest for the university, and it's really appreciated. So please press yes here and just put in the media materials, whatever they ask. Did you or do you plan to take the SAT or ACT? Yes. Press yes, and then you press continue. Field of study, what major you want to pursue. Like, for example, if you want to apply for Harvard economics programs, then you press then you find it from here, like economics, and we move on. You have 3 options from here. On a scale of 1 to 5, how definite do you consider your academic plans to be? You choose a number from here. On a scale of 1 to 5, you answer this. These are basic questions, okay? And it's different for every university. So these are Harvard questions. You press continue. You go through the activities. You go contacts. These are general information that you need to fill in. Sorry, we're not gonna cover all of them for the time's sake. It's been a long time, since we started. So other information, please list the cities, states, countries where you've lived with years of residence. Please list each location on a separate line with the dates following, whatever. You do this if you have lived somewhere for a long time, and you press yes. Have you ever been found responsible or disciplinary? Oh no, of course, sorry. You press no here. You probably, so these are the questions. Please read through them, read through all of them. And have you ever convicted? Have you ever got convicted? Whatever. Press continue. Short answers. So here are the supplemental essays. Here comes the supplemental essay, and Harvard has long. And this is the question for supplemental essay. Harvard has long recognized the importance of enrolling in a diverse student body. Diverse student body. How will the life experience that shapes who you are today enable you to contribute to Harvard? You read the questions, you answer, you write a supplemental essay. They have 5 questions, so yeah, I wish you good luck and patience with that. And you press continue. Here, recommenders and FERPA. So FERPA release form, which is basically your privacy or whatever. I haven't read through all of that. I just press yes. I have read and understand FERPA. You press continue. Wait, what is this? They have questions. Okay, save and close. Oh, so yeah, we press this. I waive my right to review all recommendations. I understand. And for the signature part, you put in your name and your surname. And for the date, today's date is 22nd. You press save and continue. Save and close, sorry. And here you go. So here in this section, you will invite your recommenders, your teacher recommenders, your school counselor, and other recommender that you got your recommendation letter from. So how do you invite them? Invite a teacher. You press invite a teacher, you press email, subject, prefix, and the first name, the last name, all the information, that's general information, and would you like this teacher to complete an evaluation for your Harvard University application? We press yes. And evaluation is basically where the teacher gets to evaluate your performance. Like the Harvard will ask like, oh, how did this student perform in your class or anything like that? And for example, describe the student with 3 words. And then the teacher will evaluate you, right? You press invite. Once you press invite, the email link will be sent to your teacher email, like teacher's email, and then she has to create an account with Common App and submit a recommendation letter on your behalf. That's pretty much it, I would say. And then you review and submit. Once you're done, it's gonna be like all green, and yeah, you will submit your Common application. I feel like we're almost ready. I feel like we're almost finished. So that's it for the Common App. That's literally it. It's pretty easy. It's not gonna take a lot of your time. If you have managed to follow me through this video, then yeah, you probably have completed your Common App, and congratulations, you're not a failure anymore. And yeah, if there were some technical issues, I'm so sorry for that. And thanks for following me on YouTube. Thanks for your support, everyone, and hopefully in the future I'm going to be recording a lot of videos regarding the college application and sharing my own insights and tips for college application as an international student. And thank you for watching this video till the end. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel, subscribe or follow me on Instagram, and share this video to your friends who are applying this year. Thank you so much, everyone. See you guys later.